Good morning, good morning. I wonder if the other half of the screen is going to show up here. Let me try flipping that. All right. Do we have the whole screen? Let me look. Let's have a look. Looks okay. Now we do. There we go. Knocked it into place. Good morning. Good morning. It's about 6:30 a.m. Welcome to Labor and Delivery. So this is going to be a long live stream. So relax and enjoy. We are going to assemble a baby. Let me turn down this music. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so I'm still getting ready, but I thought I'd go live and assemble a baby with you. It's Gracie Mae, so it's another Gracie Mae. So got my Sunday coffee and I am ready to go. So let's go get Miss Gracie Mae. We're going to trade babies over here. And come on over, Miss Gracie Mae. She's been ready to be born for a little while. She's over here. We got her body. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully. Okay. So good morning. Good morning. We have the lovely Gracie Mae. Look at her. She's so cute. Okay, so all of her glue and glossing and everything is dried. She has her glossing around her neck ring, and this makes it easier for her head to turn from side to side. So we're just going to weight up the parts, weight up the body. We're going to change out these factory zip ties into the thinner ones. So that's what we're going to do. And when she's born, we have, of course, we have her little hat. We have a little onesie. We have a blankie and a diaper. So we'll start her off with that. When she is born. Hopefully you can hear me. My mic is on. Yep, it's on. So how are you doing this morning? It is Sunday morning. It is Groundhog Day. Happy Groundhog to you. Groundhog Day. Hopefully he doesn't see his shadow. And we can get an early spring, right? So we traditionally celebrate Groundhog Day by getting together, me and the kids and the family, and we just get together. We watch the movie. Every year it became a tradition. Every year we celebrate Groundhog Day. Because we absolutely love the movie Groundhog Day. Nobody is up early this morning. Where is everybody? Where is everybody? I have no idea why it cut off my thumbnail. Probably redo my thumbnail when I get off of here. But it cut off labor and delivery on my thumbnail. Don't know why. Hey, 3 people. Yay, thank you for the thumbs up. It is early morning. I was going to come on like at 2 a.m., but I decided to try to sleep, but I couldn't sleep. So I had to get up, and I'm like, I got to do something because I'm used to being up at night. I am a third shifter, and so I changed my schedule, and I'm so used to my new schedule now. So I got to stay up. So right now I'm currently replacing the zip ties. Hey, Emily Penny, how are you doing? Good morning to you. Good morning. Can you hear me okay? Sound check. Hopefully you can. Cool. Thank you, Emily. Thank you for that sound check there. And good morning, you. Happy Groundhog Day. You're welcome, and thank you for being here. Good morning to you. It's a pleasure to have you, all 5 of you here. So I'm just going to do my thing and keep an eye on chat. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask or feel free to chat. If not, I'm just going to go ahead and just relax to my relaxing jazz music here and just assemble a baby in front of you guys. So I know that's my favorite thing. I like watching. That's one of my favorite parts of reborning is watching people assemble a baby, because you can just see the baby just come alive right there and then they're not, well, literally, but you know. So I love watching people put together reborns. So therefore, in case anybody else out there likes to watch the same thing, I am assembling a reborn. Another Gracie Mae, that is. Thank you for the other thumbs up. Thank you, thank you. Another Gracie Mae. She's the cutest baby. We need one more zip tie. We got 4, not 5. So replacing all of the factory zip ties because the factory ones are too thick, in my opinion. I like these nice bountiful baby ones. They're thin. They're nicer. And this will give you an idea also if you have reborns that you want to re-weight up. This will give you an idea if you have a baby. If you don't like how your baby weighs, then you can just, this is just so easy. You can just re-weight your baby. The way I weight up my babies is that the mommies, if they don't like how they feel, they can just easily just take them apart and re-weight it how they like. I know I'm very finicky. I'm probably one of the only artists that weighs a part of the body with plastic pellets. Which, reminder, I gotta get me some plastic pellets. I'll be right back. Gotta get me some. You probably can hear me because I got the mic on me. We're gonna go get some plastic pellets right here. I'm just going to scoot out. Forgot about that. I knew I'd forget something. I'm always forgetting something, right? So I'm going to get some plastic pellets. Probably going to get some glass beads too. I should have enough for now. Let's put our glass or pellets here. So what's everybody doing today? Are you going to church today? You staying home, relaxing? What's everyone doing today? And actually, let's put this up here and on the side for when we need it. Get one more. Hey, six people, how are you doing? Good morning to you. I hope you're having an awesome morning. Might as well fill up the glass beads while we're at it, right? So I'm going to put that there and get some glass beads. Get some of that as well. I hope you're having an awesome morning. This bottle was out of glass beads. All right. We have glass beads. We are back. And these are my glass beads. Here's a trick that somebody taught me. I put them in a baby bottle, and it's just so much easier to pour into the limbs and wherever you need it. I'm going to start off by making the cardboard discs for the head and limbs. And all it is cardboard pieces that you can get from cereal boxes. And these are perfect for the purpose of sealing off the weighting material within your head and limbs. I don't use those plugs. I used to use the plugs. They were a pain in the butt, in my opinion. So I came up with something. Well, actually, I saw some other artists who had done it. Just sealed it off. Just put a cardboard disc in. So we're going to do that. So yeah, that's why we're going to be here a while, because we're starting from scratch a lot of times. Aw, thank you, Emily. Aw, thank you. Thank you so much. Are you going to the Kansas Doll Show this year? If you're going to the Kansas Doll Show, I will have a Gracie Mae there as well. And then that's all the Gracie Mae's I'm going to make for a while. I think I've had my fill of Gracie Mae's. This one is a custom Gracie Mae. So after this, then I am going full speed ahead on my doll show babies. I have never been to a doll show. That would be my dream. Oh, it would be a dream to have you there. They're awesome. You need to go to a doll show. You need to go to the Kansas Doll Show or the doll show that's in North Carolina, even though I've never been to that one. I'd like to go to the Dolls of the World, but there's just too many things going on in June, especially this June. My grandson is due then. My daughter is due with my grandson, her son. So that is going to be a very exciting month. Plus my son graduates high school. Whew, a lot going on that first week of June, because she's due June 9th, and my son is graduating the first week of June as well. It's like, oh my gosh, don't go in labor by then, Lauren, don't go in labor. So, yeah, a lot of exciting things. That's why a lot of things I got to get done before June, because of the baby coming, and I want to take time off, of course, to help my daughter and my grandson. So it's going to be a busy summer, but that's why I want to get a lot of this stuff done. It's like, hurry, hurry, hurry. I'm in rush mode. And that would be like a nightmare if I were not ready for the doll show. Like, oh my gosh. Do you ever have a dream where you're going on vacation and you miss your boat, or you miss the train or whatever, and suddenly or you miss the plane? You know, I keep having dreams like that. Like, oh my gosh, I missed my flight to Kansas. Oh, goodness. Let me move these out of the way so that they're not. There we go. But if you can make it to Kansas, it would be nice to meet you there. Or anybody else, if you've never been to a doll show, I highly recommend it if you can. It's my first time vending there, and I'm very excited about it. Very, very super excited about it. Boy. Gotta get these just right so they'll fit in just right. See if we can show a little bit of what I'm doing. Normally I have all this stuff done before I go live, but this is what it's like for me. It takes me a good while to assemble a baby, and I like to take my time, especially with the reborn dolls. I take my time painting them. I take my time rooting them. If I'm rooting, everything takes me time because I'm very, very OCD about everything. So just want to get these just the right size. Whew, turn the heat over to here. Okay. So yeah, it's a dream come true for me to be a vendor at the Kansas Doll Show. I'm so excited about it. Oh my gosh. So yeah, so I gotta hurry it up. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Run, run, run. I don't know how I'm doing it, working full time and trying to get these babies done, and then I got a grandbaby on the way, and oh my goodness. So much fun stuff going on. Pull this up. All right, now we need one for the head. So what these do is these are the cardboard discs, and these are very easy to get in and out. You can always make another one if you need to change the filling inside your reborn, the waiting materials. You can easily pop these discs on out and change the waiting materials, and either pop it back in or get a new one. Very easy. And that's why I do it this way. That way it secures the waiting materials within the head, and then not like a plug where they just tend to pop out if you don't glue them. And I used to make these and then glue them on top of the head like this, and then oof, I don't like E6000. I can't stand the smell of that stuff, but yeah. But then when I needed to get back in and like fix the magnet or change them, if I wanted to make the head less heavy or more heavy, it just was harder to get it off. But I just stick it right in, and I'll show you when the time comes to secure the waiting material. Take what you want and leave the rest if you're an artist. So I like to use 3 stockings. These are the knee-high stockings. You can get these at the Dollar General, or you can get them at Walmart. You can order them on Amazon. You can get them anywhere. And I use this one for the body, actually 2 for the body, because I don't just freely put stuff inside the cloth body. I put it within a stocking. That's just how I've been doing it for years. And then within a stocking inside the head. And that makes it easier, in my opinion, to weight up the head. And then if you gotta change anything out of it, you can just pull, like empty some of it out, pull it out. It's just easier for me. That's just how I do it. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And I'm just going to start working on this baby. Enjoy. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm keeping an eye on the screen right in front of me. Not many people that I know use plastic pellets in their reborns. I feel like I'm the only one that uses these plastic pellets in my reborns. I just love how they feel, like weight wise. I think they are in between. I think they're not as heavy as glass beads, because a lot of people use glass beads, which is totally fine. One of my favorite artists, Sweet Potato Pie Nursery, LaDonna Briggs, her babies are gorgeous, but she weighs them so heavy. Her babies are like really, really heavy. Whereas I've been told I weight my babies too lightly, which I probably do. They're never really 5 pounds. Usually the average weight of my reborns is about 3.5 to 4 pounds. I have a very bad back condition, and I can't hold anything too heavy. So I like my reborns on the lighter side. And that's probably why I like silicone dolls that are smaller, because they're only 4 to 5 pounds. I can't hold them for too long, or else, my back will start hurting. And believe me, I have stood at, if you stood with a reborn doll in your arms, like especially when you're at a doll show and you're at lobby time and you're hanging out with everybody else that's got reborns, and you're holding a reborn like for hours, they get heavy. They get pretty heavy. Surprisingly, they do, even if they're, don't weight that much. So in the case of most reborns, I use plastic pellets, then top it off with glass beads, because it gives it like a weight in the head, a certain weight. And then top it off again with polyfill. Trying to get closer to you guys. You don't want to over stuff the head, because it'll kind of warp things out. So I have another Gracie Mae that is finished, and I will be taking pictures of this Gracie Mae with that Gracie Mae, and they're going to be like twinning for a day while I take their pictures, and it's going to be so adorable, so cute. Gosh, I can't wait. All right. So we're going to close it off here, and we're going to give it some room for some glass beads. Oh, there they are. I know I did. I know I did the legs. Get the legs. This is that. So this just gives it a nice weight in the neck area. So that's what that looks like. Okay. See if I can get this closer so you can see better. You hear a snap, and that's just this snapping in place inside the head. And there is your weighted up head, and that's what it looks like, the disc inside. And that'll keep everything in there nicely. It keeps everything in there nicely. And this head weighs very nicely. And she's still got a little room in there. You don't want to overstuff the head and warp it out. But you want to make sure you're not going to hear any of that plastic, any of those plastic pellets in there. So that's nice and secure. Oh, look at her. She's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to move her head aside. Where are we going to put your head? Put your head up here. Let's see. Don't know if I can fit your head there. There we go. Let's go ahead and do the body. I like to get the body out of the way because I just do. Sometimes I go back, forth, with the weighting in the body. Probably the only one that uses plastic pellets in the body. Back in the day when reborning was like a new thing, pretty much plastic pellets were like basically the main thing until like people started using glass beads. Now most artists use glass beads in the bum area, but I like to use plastic pellets. I tried glass beads when I reweighted my reborn from the doll show. Trying to think of her name. The blonde one. The Sorsha one. I tried, I did put some glass beads in there and I don't care for it. So I have to reweight her again because I got to take the glass beads out. I don't like the way they feel inside the body. That's just my personal preference. I think that's the great thing about everybody and their preference. Everybody likes their babies to a certain feel to them. I like to use 2 stockings. This makes it more durable. If you're just joining, good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you so much for joining me for today's labor and delivery. I will fix the thumbnail. I have no idea why it cut off part of the word. And usually when I make a thumbnail in the app that I use that makes thumbnails and stuff like that, it usually fits perfectly. But I don't know why live streams just act all pretty wonky. I like to add a little bit of this on top. It'll seep its way down, but I like the way it feels. A little bit on top there. Let's see a little bit more there, what I'm doing. What's everybody up to today? What you up to? Stretch my back. Material. So after this baby is done and I get the 2 Gracie Mae's and the other baby that is going home with Gracie Mae, can't think of her name at the moment, Daphne, real-born Daphne. Then I'm gonna go crazy on the painting. I gotta get some serious painting done. So I want to do a contest baby. They came out with the baby that they're gonna use for the contest baby. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. I think pre-order starts pretty soon. So I'll be looking for that on McPherson's. So we're just seeing how this feels. She looks cute already, and she doesn't have arms and legs yet. Okay. This is just kind of gauging how much more fill I may need. And like I said, the new mommy can always take this apart and redo it. Either weight her up some more or take out some of the filling. Personally, newborns, I like them real floppy. I've been told, because I remember when I was a vendor at the Rose 2019, there's a couple people who bought my dolls and they're like, there's not enough filling. And thank goodness there is like a table that they had. Someone had a table, which is a really good idea. I think they should do this at the Kansas Doll Show as well. They had a table where you can like reweight your baby, which I think is really cool. Like if, because that's very important. You fall in love with the look of your reborn. You fall in love with the look of this baby, but the baby doesn't feel right. It's going to kind of throw it off a bit. So I think it was a good, really, really fantastic idea that someone came up with to go to this table, and you can, I think for a small fee, they'll re-rate the baby for you, or you can. I don't know how it works, but I think that's a great idea. In fact, I may think about taking some supplies with me to my table in case somebody doesn't like the way one of my dolls, like if they purchase a doll and they don't like the way it feels, I can always weight it up some more or less, which would be kind of cool because then you kind of, you know, get the weight that you want. Which I think is a great idea. Okay, I think that's about good. I can always change it because I got to remember the legs. When they go in, it's going to take up some of this space here, so it's going to push up some of this. And then you got this up here. So you have to keep in mind that. When I made a toddler, I made one toddler, I believe. I made one toddler and I made one 9-month-old baby. And I think those were a lot of fun to weight up because you can weight them more. They don't have to be floppy or anything. They were fun. You know, I got to think about making another toddler. We have one of those, what are they called? We have one of those stores that sell extensions and real human hair. I think this should work. I think that'll work. Okay. Let's put you back over here. Sally's Beauty Supply, that's who it is. They have it at Sally's Beauty Supply. They have the hair extensions that are real human hair, and I can buy that, and I could just have so much fun. Maybe just a tad bit more. Tad bit more. That should be good. That'll be good. So, as a rule, I always just kind of tie this loosely. Or I tie it way up here, just in case I need to go back in and reweight it. And that way I'll have enough to retie it. is now 7 o'clock. Good morning to you, or good evening if you're somewhere else. I notice at different times, especially in the middle of the night, a lot of people from different countries join, especially from the UK. I think it's pretty cool because I think I think when it's night here, it's day there. I remember watching, who is it? The SMN show, and she would come on. I miss her lives terribly. I miss them. She would come on. It'll be 11:30 at night here, and it was 7 a.m. her time in the UK. I think she was in the UK, or Australia, wherever she's from. But I thought it was pretty cool because I would just wind down for the night and watch her live stream and watch her paint. I really so enjoyed that. So that's why I thought about doing this, so that in case anybody enjoys this, I mean, it's relaxing. Look at those hands. I love these sprawled out hands. They're so cute. So only fill about like right where the elbow bends. Hang on. I'm trying to get it in the camera right here, right about there. You don't want to overdo it with the glass beads in the arms and legs either, especially the legs, because like you don't want all that dead weight. That's a lot of, especially if you have a bigger baby. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? Can you imagine what that baby would weigh if you filled that baby with all glass beads? It would just be like super heavy. Super heavy baby. So this baby is a no-bake baby. That means everything is air dry on this baby. It's air dry paints with air dry varnishes. I use a combination of a couple varnishes to achieve the feeling almost like silicone. So mommy wanted the all air dry baby. And the cool thing about all air dry babies is you don't have to bake anything, and that means you're not risking accidentally melting your vinyl parts in the oven. It can happen, even though you have an oven that's been working faithfully for years. It's happened to me. It's actually happened to a very important head that I hair painted. It melted it down, and I couldn't believe it. In trade, somebody wanted my melted head, believe it or not, in trade for a new wave oven. I couldn't believe it. They had a new wave oven that they decided they didn't like using to bake their babies. They went back to the traditional oven, which I don't recommend unless it's in your garage or somewhere else where you're not making food. I think traditional ovens are great for curing your Genesis or heat set paints, because Genesis is no longer around. As long as you're not baking food in it. It's really bad. I highly I recommend, if you use a regular oven, please don't bake your food in it. Because that is bad for you. You'll be ingesting a lot of chemical poisoning. So what I'm going to do, because the fumes does bother me when I do bake, because most of these reborns are going to be varnished with the Genesis Heat Set matte varnish and thick medium. So, and if you didn't know, you can use air dry paints on your vinyl reborns and use the Genesis Heat Set varnishes and thick medium. It does work. I didn't think it would, but it does. And I've been doing that for about 18 years. So altogether, I've been reborning for 20 years. So I've been doing it for 18 years. My first couple of years of reborning, I was using Genesis Heat Set paints. and it made me violently ill. And for a couple of years there, I was wondering what the heck is making me so sick. And it's thinners. Very, very sensitive to thinners. So I can't paint unless I wear one of them respirator masks. But who wants to wear that for hours on end? I can go for about an hour or two with one of them things on my face, but not like, because I can sometimes sit up here for a whole afternoon for like 4 or 5 hours and paint a reborn. I just can't take mineral spirits and thinning mediums and stuff like that. I can for a short bit with a respirator. So I have to wear one of them things when I'm using the Genesis Heat Set Matte Varnish, because the matte varnish does have some thinner in it, and the kind that I have, I thin it out. I do use thinner. And when I do, that's when I have to wear the respirator and look like a funny lady. This is so soft. I wish you can feel it through the camera. And it looks so bright. But it is so soft. It feels like real baby skin. I want to thank the people, if you're watching, who commented on my profile picture on Facebook. Oh my goodness, I didn't think that baby would be pretty popular, but it's my second ever successful blonde hair painted baby, and I've gotten a lot of comments on that baby. A lot of people are asking if he was if he was for sale, and he was a custom about a year or two ago. So no, he's not available. He's been home with it. Let's make sure these. But that made me thinking, it got me to thinking that I am going to do Quimby. Oh my goodness. I'm going to do Quimby as a blonde baby. So that's Laura Lee Eagles Quimby as a blonde baby. Okay, I think I got enough. That's going to be exciting. So I'm going to have 7 or 8 reborns. One's a giveaway. One will be a contest baby, and then the rest will be on my table. Okay. So the exciting fun starts soon, where I'm going to order. Each baby is going to have a onesie that says Creative Newborns, kind of like this. I don't know if you see my Creative Newborn shirt. Show you my Creative Newborn shirt. My Creative Newborn shirt. This one's an older one, so I'm going to redesign it, and I'm going to make onesies that have Creative Newborns. Each baby will have a diaper bag that has his or her stuff in it, and it'll say Creative Newborns. Oh my goodness, that's going to be so exciting. The baby's going to come home with some supplies, just like you're taking home a real baby from the doll show. It's going to be exciting. I can't wait. I was supposed to teach photography there, but then I knew, this was before I knew my daughter was pregnant too. Something felt like it was going to be too busy for me to be doing that, because that takes a lot of planning in itself when you're teaching a show, teaching at a doll show, when you're teaching a class. And I found out she was pregnant, and so I told her I think it's going to be a busy summer, and unfortunately it's just going to be too much on my plate with a full-time job, with painting full-time. It's just I don't have room to plan for a photography class, but I think somebody is teaching something like that. I think they already got somebody that is teaching photography as part of the class that's called Everything About Reborns or something. Everything You Want to Know About Reborns. everything about like weighting them and just general things about reborning babies, including photography, which is great. I think that is awesome. Let's see if we have any more comments. Okay. I'm looking and making sure, keeping an eye on the screen just so that if anybody wants to chat or ask a question. But thank you for being here. There's 6 people here. Thank you so much. You could have been doing anything at 7:10 a.m. but you decided to hang out with me. I am just so lucky that you guys are, even if it's for a split second. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. And there's 2 thumbs up. Thank you. I'll take some more of those thumbs up. It helps my channel because if you didn't know, I had a channel that had 14, almost 15,000 subscribers, and I got hacked into and lost my channel and 15,000 subscribers. And so it's going to take me a while to build that back up again, but in the meantime, I'm having fun doing it. Lost a lot of memories. It's pretty sad. Show you. And there is leg number 1. And that's the disc. And like I said, this just holds everything in nicely. This can easily be taken out and you can re-weight your baby as desired. This is like my favorite part, is weighting them up, and just, it's almost like labor and delivery, like it says. It's like birthing a reborn doll, right? Very exciting, getting the clothes ready, getting everything ready for the new baby. Then I'm going to take some really cute pictures of both of these Gracie Mae's. Thank you to the mommies who are very patient with me, who are loaning me your babies to do the twin pictures. Thank you very much for letting them stay a little bit longer with me. And then I'm going to get them right to you. As a special thank you, I'm going to get a special gift for mommies. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. And that's where I do my best work. If you get a custom from me, it's always best not to put a time limit on, because art takes time. I mean, a time limit, yeah, in a timely manner, but like, I can't give a specific. And then my schedule fluctuates so much. So it's always something could happen that I, can't reborn for a while or paint or get to the painting table. A lot of my customers do know, and most of my customers are my good friends. Thank you. There. As Bob Ross would say, he would say, there, there. Sometimes I watch Bob Ross just to go to sleep. His voice is so soothing. ASMR painting. See, there's not enough in there. So see how easy this is to take back out? And just pop that back out again. Because we need more filling in there. It goes too deep. This type of filling, it's like springy, and we want it to push back up on that disc so that it creates a seal. And this should work. Yeah, it's in there pretty good. So that's what this one looks like. I don't know if you can see it, but I have what's called paper glaze. I don't think the camera's going to show it. It looks shiny over here where the flange is at. I have paper glaze on there. Somebody told me this trick and it works beautifully. And you put some paper glaze on there and it makes it so that the legs, arms and legs and head will slide nicely. So instead of getting rings, because I used to get those plastic rings that you would put around the arms and legs and neck, and then I would get the plastic plugs. But someone told me this trick, and I saw somebody did this trick, and this works beautifully. Saves you time and money too. So those things add up. And then the aggravation of finding the right size. That's 2 legs. So much to reborning. I'm still learning. I've been doing this for 20 years. I'm still learning. Honestly, I want to learn how to paint silicone because I want to have the freedom of being able to buy a silicone doll, especially from the doll shows, and being able to paint it myself rather than sending it off to somebody. Which I believe Terry Sherry did a beautiful job on my baby. I love her. It's just right now she's in the middle of rooting. I started rooting her, which I probably should have waited. I don't know if I'm going to finish her on time to take her to the doll show, because I know there's some people that want me to bring her with me to the doll show. I don't even have a name for her yet. Oh my gosh, I got to find a name for her. I gotta find a name for her. I gotta finish rooting her hair. Because part of me thought, is this a mistake? Should I just left her bald? You know, because it's different rooting a silicone doll. But I'm gonna finish rooting her. I'm gonna try to get her to the doll show with me, just as my companion baby. I always have a companion baby with me. But I don't know if I'm gonna take a companion baby, because I may be buying other babies at the doll show, which I've been doing every year now. Especially silicone dolls. If there's a baby, if there's a silicone doll that is the right price and the right size, then I get them. I like the silicones that are like 16 inches, 16, 17 inches, no bigger than that. That is my perfect, ideal silicone doll. And that's arm number 1, which is the left arm. I didn't even put a title for this. Oh, I'll go back and I'll fix the thumbnail and I'll put the title of Labor and Delivery of Gracie Mae, which Terry Sherry's going to be so happy about. Oh my gosh. Let's see, you don't want to, I don't know if you hear that. You don't want to hear any of that. Oh, Valentine's Day is coming up, you know. This is going to make a really cute photo shoot. Oh my gosh, the two Gracie Mae's in the heart. Oh my gosh. I don't think they'll both fit in the heart bowl. I have one of them heart bowls for, you know, you can put the baby in. I don't think both of them, because they're 20 inches, they're bigger babies. Gracie Mae is bigger than what I thought. I thought Gracie Mae was going to be a little smaller, like 17 inches. But I still love this sculpt. And I have one for myself, but I won't be reborning that baby for a while because I'm I'm a little tired of the sculpt at the moment. I've done so many of them in a row. So this is my, let's see, 1, 2, 3, fourth one. And wait. This 1, 2, 3. And no, I'm working on my fourth one. My fourth one is on the wall. I just finished creasing that one the other day. That's for the Kansas Doll Show. And then the fifth one will be mine, which won't be for a long while. And I do have an extra one. And I'll save that for a custom if anybody wants a custom Gracie Mae. It is a sold out kit. Let me know. You can buy her as a pre-custom baby. Okay, so done with that. Here we go. Assemble the baby on the body. Let's get a sheet of paper so we can write down the time and date of reborn birth here. Let's stretch and give me a piece of paper. I gotta order me more birth certificates with my nursery name. Excuse me, sorry. Sorry if you heard that because I got the microphone hooked up to me. Sorry. So I'm gonna write this down. Gracie Mae. Get this out of the way. Today is Groundhog Day, so today is 2/2/25 at, oops, put that there. And I'll put the time there. Okay, we ready for a reborn birth. Here we go, leg number 1. Actually, it seems like it takes me longer than this. I kind of breeze through this one. Leg number 1. So I'll make them too tight so she can move a leg. Gotta stick my face in there. Sorry if you see my face just poking in there. And we're gonna hide that within the body. There we go. That's leg number 1, leg number 2. It's going to be a lot of moving these legs around. That's a little tight. A little bit tight. I don't know if we want it that tight. Might start over with this leg. You know I'm tight. Might have to start over. And that sometimes can happen if you can't move it. We'll see. Once she's done, we'll see. We'll see. Let's just get her together. Let's go ahead and cut that tie. We have to cut it anyways. Come on down. I'm going to cut part of that. Come on off. Okay, and that's just going to go right inside of the cloth. There we go. That should be good. Get an arm. Perfect. Let's hide that in the body. There we go. Get on in there. Scooch on in there. Okay. We'll play with that later. For time's sake, we'll play with that later, and I'll scooch that in the cloth body. Sometimes it takes them to get them in there. Okay, that should be good. Once in a while, it's very rare, but once in a while, it can happen that you get a reborn and one of their arms or legs or head falls off. It can happen, but it's good to know how to reattach it if something like that happens, that you can redo it yourself. It's happened to where where I've had my customers, like the head is too, like it, the head came off. I've talked them through on how to do it. It's like, you don't have to send me the baby. I'll talk you through on how to do it. Very easy. There we go. And we'll fiddle with that later too. This one doesn't want to go in. Okay, we'll play with that later. Okay, we ready for her head? We ready. Yeah, I may have to redo her leg. Okay, let's get that head on. Okay. Here we are. She is. Let's get that head on. Okay, it's gonna look like child abuse for a minute here, but we have to make sure this head is on and that it's not gonna come off. I'm just wiggling it so it can get right into that cloth body. Oh my goodness, look at you. You're so cute already. Let's feel how her body is. Looky how cute you are. She might need more weighting. We'll see. But then you got to remember the clothes, the diaper and the clothes and everything that's going to go on her also takes up space. So sometimes it's good to have them pretty loose. Okay, and then we'll do another test, which I'm testing the strength of the, there we go. Don't want to do that on camera because it looks pretty brutal, but she passed that test. Don't want to do that on camera because it looks cruel. Okay, she passed. Just make sure her head's not going to come right off. But it looks like I may need to see, it's sometimes, I don't know why it is hard for me to judge how much filling is in her body. She may need more. She may or may not. But Terry and Sherry are artists, and so they could probably take her apart and weight her up the way they like her, because they're fantastic artists themselves. All right, so we're going to go ahead and cut her little umbilical cord. We call it the reborn doll umbilical cord, and that is the one at her neck. It's the last one, and that determines the time of birth. But look at how cute she is. Oh my goodness. My goodness, you are very floppy. All right. So we're going to go ahead and cut this cord. Her last one. And all right, it is cut. Time is 7:32. Let's write that down. 7:32 a.m. Here she is. Another Gracie Mae has been born. Took only an hour and 13 minutes. Look at you. Congratulations to Mommy, Terry, and Sherry. Here is your Gracie Mae. Oh my goodness. She's born. Welcome to the world, Gracie Mae, number 3. This is Gracie Mae number 3. And yeah, I'm going to fiddle with her some more off camera. And if she needs to be reweighted, I'll probably reweight her up because she looks pretty loose to me. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me for today's video live stream of the birth of a reborn baby. This is Gracie Mae number 3. And look at, oh my goodness. Let's see what she looks like being held. I'm going to point you towards me. There she is. You look at the camera. There she is. She is totally adorable. Look at her. Oh my gosh. So exciting. Alrighty, guys. Thank you again. Have a great rest of your day. Today is Groundhog Day, so enjoy your day today. Hopefully you won't see a shadow. Hopefully spring will come early for us. So yeah, thank you again for watching today's video. Gracie Mae has been born, and look out for the video that I'm going to be posting later on of their photo shoot with the twins. And yeah, so this has been a very exciting live stream. Thank you for joining, and we'll see you in the next live or the next video. Thank you again. And yeah, if you hadn't done so, please do subscribe. We would love to have you. And thank you for spending time with me this morning. We love you. Happy reborning. Take care. Bye. Bye.